So do you have any favorite writing advice or books?
Yes, I do. My favorite book about writing is Anne Lamott, Bird by Bird, which I don't know if you guys have read. It's actually about novel writing. So interesting, like when you ask about different forms, but the subtitle for Bird by Bird is Advice on Writing and Life, which I just like love that just like subtitle. And Bird by Bird is an interesting title, but she explains why in the book. And it's a book that I've read many times and I highly recommend it no matter what form of writing you're writing. It's an incredible resource. If you're writing a novel, certainly, but even TV writing, feature writing, it's just general advice. And sometimes I find like if I'm writing something and I get stuck, I'll just start reading Bird by Bird. Like I'll just jump back in and I'll reread it again. And then inevitably, I usually don't make it all the way to the end. Like by the time I'm halfway through or I'm like, okay, now I'm like, it regenerates. So I highly recommend that book as a place to go to. And one adage that she says in the book, which I've highly adopted, her whole strategy can basically be boiled down to shitty first drafts. And it's just like releasing you from having to be good right away. Because I think that that's something that keeps people from writing. Like a fully written anything is better than a half written anything, period. So I think that and that's hard to learn. It's even if you're on a deadline, even if you have somebody waiting for your draft, it's not as perfect on the page as it was in your head. And so that can stymie your whole process. So I literally, I was just working on something. I just finished a new spec pilot that I'm really excited about. That's set in 1999 in the music industry. And it's something I've been working on for a long time. And it's a musical Elements. And I'm so excited. But I needed to finish it because people were waiting on it. And I literally had to write down on a piece of paper. And it said, I just wrote, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be written. And it was just like, that's it. And every time I would get frustrated, I would just look at it. So that's a lot, I think, into my brain about how I write. And probably the other piece of advice I would add to that is, there are certainly some writers, especially novelists, that, they write however many thousand words a day, or they write for this many hours. And I'm not that kind of writer. I'm more of an ebb and flow kind of writer, which is why I like, freelancing. I like working on different projects. There are some times where I will write 16 hours a day for a week, and then I won't write for a month. It's just, there's times where I'm on a deadline and I have to finish, and I do. And then sometimes it's not a writing mode. So I think that's important too. I think sometimes some of my friends beat themselves up because they didn't write today. And I think as a professional, you have to learn the difference between, just being in a bad mood and being in a mood where you're not going to write. Because you have to, we all have to work through our bad moods. But I do think there's a time where it's not a writing day. And that's okay. Every day does not have to be a writing day.
Thanks for watching the Deadline Junkies Screenwriting Podcast. Subscribe and ring that YouTube bell for new episodes and more screenwriting tips.